All right, 4 lessons from the first 5 house flipping deals I lost and what they taught me. So most people only see the pretty houses that the house flippers like us flip, the wins, the profit, the highlights. But what they don't see are all the deals that I missed, all the ones that slipped through our hands, the houses we fell in love with and inflated the numbers to make them work, or the contractor I trusted who ghosted me in the middle of the renovation and all the chaos that followed. If you're trying to get into real estate and you feel like you're spinning your wheels, if you ever thought, why isn't this working? If you're ever tired of watching others post checks while you're still figuring out where to even start, this one's for you. Because the truth is, I didn't figure this out by being perfect. I figured this out by messing up, by falling on my face, by learning the hard way what not to do. Today, I'm breaking down the 4 deals I lost, and the 5 reasons why, and the lessons that made me a better investor because of it. Let's get into it. Deal number 1. Deal number 1, waiting too long to lock it up. This is probably the first painful lesson I've ever learned flipping houses, and many house flippers, it's their first one too, but it always hurts the most. And when you see a great opportunity, you see a really good deal, juicy deal, come across your desk, come in your email, and you get it from a wholesaler, and the numbers are solid. The location is in a neighborhood that you like. One of those deals where you got to move quick or you're going to miss it. But I hesitated. I overthought it. I wanted to run it by somebody. Maybe have one more person take a look over my shoulders. I maybe even wanted to sleep on it overnight. Bad move. By the time I called the wholesaler back, that deal was gone. And just like that, another investor locked it up, and I learned a very real lesson. When you find a good deal, you better snatch it up or you're going to miss it. And the mistake, that's profits out of your family's pocket. What I learned that day was this. Speed is a skill in this game. Now, that doesn't mean being reckless. It means being decisive. See, the best deals don't sit around and wait for you to make up your mind. They go to the person who's prepared, who's done the work, who's ready to say, I want that deal right now. Let's go. I realized I was treating time like I had more of it. But the truth is, good deals don't wait for nobody. Opportunities disappear the longer you delay. Every time you're slow, every time you hesitate, you're at risk. So now I run my numbers. I double check what I need to check. And if it makes sense, I move fast. Because in this business, if you hesitate, you lose. Someone else will go ahead and take that juicy deal. Somebody else will make that money you were supposed to make. It's not about being first. It's about being ready. That's a lesson I learned the hard way. And now you got it too. Deal number 2, overvaluing the home price. This one right here is all about discipline. See, when I first started flipping, I had a tendency to try to make deals work. I look at the numbers, and if they didn't quite add up, I started convincing myself and talking myself into it. Like, maybe I can sell it for a little bit more. Maybe the market will go up by then. Maybe this area is on the come up. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Because the truth is, if you lie to yourself in the numbers, the market will humble you. The mistake I made was overvaluing the repair value, which is what I thought I could sell it for. I was trying to force the numbers instead of trusting the data. I had to learn. I'm not here to gamble. I'm here to invest. It isn't about potential or hope, or maybe it's about proof. It's what I can prove. What can I prove with the comps? What do the numbers actually say? So now I set my max price of what the house is sold at based on real houses that sold in the neighborhood. And I don't go one penny over it. And yeah, sometimes that means I lose a deal that's close, but that's okay. Because I'd rather walk away from a deal than walk into a disaster. This game is all about discipline. You can't fall in love with the property. You can't justify a thinner profit. just because you like the house. We're not here to guess, we're here to win. So now I don't move based on feelings, I move based on facts. I run the numbers hard and I stick to them. Period, match, set. That is how you stay in this game long enough to win. Deal number 3, underestimating the renovation budget. This one is super simple, but it will eat away your profits if you do not respect it. I did a really good job of running the numbers. I walked the property and I thought I had the rehab budget dialed in pretty good, but I didn't account for one thing that gives all newbies. It'll get you. I call it the oopsies or the whoops. What is that? What do I mean? It's those hidden problems you don't see until you start tearing the house apart. So you start demoing the house. Might be something like mold behind some walls that you couldn't see until they open that wall up. Maybe the electrical needs to be completely rewired and you couldn't tell before they get in there. Maybe there's some cast iron drains that nobody caught. Here's what I learned the hard way. Your rehab budget is never, ever, ever the rehab budget you thought it was going to be. It is never what your contract promised the rehab budget would be. Whatever number your contractor gives you, you still need to add a buffer every single time. Not once in my entire career flipping houses have I had the renovation budget come in under budget. It was always, always, always more. Here's the mistake I made. I ran my budget for the best case scenario. I didn't price in for surprises. I didn't plan for setbacks. And you can't do this in this business. Now, I built up a profitable flip from day one. Now I build in a contingency on every single property I buy. I run the numbers for the worst case scenario, and the deal still needs to work in the event that the worst case scenario does happen. And then if the numbers add up, I grab the deal and I flip it. If not, I'll pass it. I'll pass on it. It's not about cutting corners and hoping it works out. It's about using true numbers and only letting the numbers guide the decision, not your emotions. You're not just flipping houses. You've got to manage risk. And part of that is protecting yourself with a real, disciplined, padded budget so you're protected in case something goes wrong. Because of my experience, even if it's small, something always goes wrong, even if it's something small, something a little. And now you're going to be prepared for it because I just gave you this amazing step. Let's go to deal number 4. Deal number 4, hiring the wrong contractor. This one hurts. This one I feel right here up in this section. And it actually, to be real with you, if I can just be frank with you, it pisses me off. And it pisses a lot of other flippers I know off because hiring the wrong contractor is one of those mistakes that you don't just feel it, you pay for it. Literally. Let me be honest. This isn't something that I did recklessly. In fact, I thought I was being smart. I thought I was being smarter than other flippers out there. Oh, they're going to love me. I was trying to speed things up. Right? I figured if I give them some money up front, they would get going faster. I thought they liked me for trusting them. I thought this will build goodwill if they start sooner. I'm going to pay you. Go ahead and get out there and get started. They're going to be happy to start faster. It is not the truth. And guess what I was? I was dead wrong. What I learned the hard way is this. Paying a contractor before they start the job. What I learned is this. Paying a contractor before they start the job can actually slow them down. You're probably thinking, how does this slow them down? Simple. The minute they got your money, their urgency disappeared. The leverage is gone. Now I'm chasing them. They've got excuses. They're busy. They stop answering calls. And now I'm out here trying to find someone to get the work done and repay for work I've already paid for. And if you've been there, you know how crazy this feels. So what did I learn? You can't buy speed. You have to manage it. You have to manage for it. Now I never pay ahead, ever. I set clear milestones within the flip. I type payments to real progress. You get paid when the work is complete, period. And I just don't just chase the cheapest. I don't try to get the cheapest bid anymore. I want the most solid person. I have to check references. I ask them hard questions. I go look at some flips that they've done, because in this game, a bad contractor doesn't just cost you money. It costs you time. It costs you reputation. And it costs you peace of mind. The truth is this. In house flipping, you're not just managing a project. You are managing people. And bad people can destroy good deals. So now I hire slow. I pay smart. And I protect my projects at all costs. That's the lesson I learned, and now you got it, so you can go out there and crush it. These 5 losses taught me more than any book, any course, or any seminar could ever teach me. The real question is this: will you make the same mistakes I made? Or will you learn from mine? If this video helped, like it, subscribe, and tell me which lesson hit home for you. If you're ready to stop guessing and start flipping, I've got a free resource is in the link. Click it, and there's a 15-minute assessment call I can get on with you and help guide you towards the right direction. Find out what you're doing right. Find out what you're doing wrong. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you.